Boom. Boom. Hi, welcome to the show. Welcome to this episode of the review where we are going back and seeing how I was in 2018, how I completely changed my life around, and how I did it. I was about to say that, and then I said it, and then it became it. It's a weird thing. Today has been amazing. I've really been thinking about tonight, this episode right now, about what to talk about, what to do, and as I was doing that, I was doing some hillbilly things. You know, living on the mountain has some challenges that I would say city folk probably don't even have. We have to prepare for the winter. We have to really think, all right, if the snow comes in, if the cold reaches these insane depths of freezing temperatures, what are we going to do? We need wood. We need to have hair dryers ready for when the water pipes freeze and all that stuff. Well, today was a good day. I had an interview that changed my life. Potentially. And I'm saying that because I've been hinting towards this for a few episodes now, where something big is happening. Something big is happening all across the board, not just for me, but a lot of people around me. And I'm talking to these people and they're saying things that is just blowing my mind every time I hear it. And I'm like, all right, so this is happening then. We just have to hang the heck on. We just hold on to your horses, right? So I was thinking, I wanted to do something very different. I needed to implement some new routines. I needed to get some habits in check. I needed to get organized. I needed to do a lot of stuff. So this is kind of a revamp of that challenge that I did in 2018. That's one thing, but it's also a continuation of the journey that I've been on since then, right? I've been learning new things, how to do this and how to do that and how to think like this, how to not worry about certain things and how to see life in a different way where you're appreciative of a lot of things, right? Yesterday, I had a truckload of wood coming in. And as I was hauling this in, I felt like I was rejuvenated just by the physical nature of that work, right? I have to actually get the blood pumping, and it felt really good. I got my mind cleared. I got to think. And that made me think about certain things that I didn't really think about before, leading to a more productive day today. Long story short, I got a second one today, and as I was hauling in this wood, I managed to smack the heck out of my thumb, you know, to the point where I'm still kind of dizzy from the pain that is thumping in my thumb because I managed to shave off the bottom part of my nail. And as that happened, I was feeling this pain. I was just walking around in circles, and then I stopped, and I closed my eyes, and I took a breath, and I held it, and I released it, and I did that again, and I did this alpha breathing, right, where you just draw your breath in for 4 seconds, 6 seconds, 10 seconds, 20 seconds, who knows, maybe you're Superman, maybe you do it for 1 minute, and then you hold your breath, and then you exhale, and the pain went away. So I stood there and just, breath is amazing. It's amazing what you can do with your breath, right? Really just standing there like a completely lunatic in pain delirium, but it helped a lot. It made me see that I have kind of let go of a lot of the things that I used to do. The superpowers that I basically found on the journey, where I was feeling sick, or where I was overwhelmed, or felt anxious, or all these things, because the emotion itself, anxiety, pain, emotional pain, depression, all of these things, overthinking, lack of self-worth, all of these things kind of went away. The problem, or the result of the problem, the consequence of those thoughts were not there anymore. So I didn't have to do those exercises as much as I did before. I did it today after having 2 amazing calls that just reassured everything that I believe in and everything that is happening. And I thought to myself, I need to do more of this. So I'm going to use you again as my accountability partner. I wanted to quit. I did not want to stream today. I was like, okay, I will not sit there dizzy trying to do shit because I can't. But as soon as I was finishing that thought, it was like, I'm able to think this. So why shouldn't I be able to sit there and talk? Right? Now, I've seen tonight's episode. It is 16 minutes long. There is a few points in there where I just ramble on, but there was also a few points in there where I have a lot to say, and you need to see it before I can say it, because this has a lot of implications as to what I was thinking back then in 2018 and what is happening right now in 2021. Granted, I had lofty ambitions back in 2018, but I remained on the goal. I remained consistent. So I would say that right now we're moving into that part of the challenge where we can actually see that what I did back then has led to amazing results that has carried on throughout the period up until this point. So without further ado, let's jump into it, shall we? Let's see if I can make this work as intended, and let's see if I can share this with you. Bam! Editing. Beautiful.
You might wonder why I'm using this, how I'm using this. I've not used it before because it was destroyed and there was a pole. The lever that was on it is basically lost forever. Forever! There is no way to find it. I mean, it's way up in the mountains, probably in some marsh. For all I know, it fell down to the river when we crossed it, so it will never be found. What we did though, and I am surprised by my ingenuity on this one, we MacGyverized it. Yes, I mean, why not use a Phillips screw to basically just destroy all hopes of ever being able to control the tilt mechanism on this. Now for you, how to check that out. Can we just do like that? Let's see if there was... Wow, I look like I look like a very confused little unicorn. I wonder if we should just sit here in the couch today, actually. It looks like there's light enough to do so. And if there's light enough to do so, why not just do so? Oh, so day 5. How are you doing? Are you doing fine? So, there is a thing. We have had major development within what we're trying to do. It is very interesting, it's very exciting, but it is daunting. So our ultimate goal with this challenge is to figure out how to basically work worldwide. No restrictions on where you work, no restrictions on where you live, although you probably want a main base. But our goal is to be able to travel with no restrictions. I have a family, so I have some restriction. I can't just take my son and travel the world, even though it would be good for him. I can't take him from his mother, so there will always be this balancing out that part. And we have no idea how to do that yet, but that is a problem I will get to when I get to it. In my mind, it's not a problem to take a child out traveling, because schools, in my opinion, it teaches you the basics, right? It's the very basics. But you don't get taught how to pay bills, you don't get taught how money really works, and you really don't get taught how to make money. You get taught how to get a job and then make money for someone else. And that is just, well, in my opinion, and in many others, wrong. So the education part of this entire thing can be done through Skype. If I'm on a sailboat or a catamaran or whatever in the middle of a Pacific Ocean, there's nothing stopping me from just educating my son with what they are teaching in school. So he would get the exact same education in school that they are teaching regular kids, right? But me and my family will have a edge. And there's other families too. There's so many other families that does this. My children will have a understanding of culture, and that is what I want. I want them to have a broad understanding of culture and what the world is about beyond that glass screen you're watching on the television. And I'm really stoked about that. And I think the stories they will have, that alone justifies this entire endeavor. So we were thinking, I was thinking, that by Christmas this year, a rough estimate puts us at the 100-day would be Christmas. That is very fitting. In my mind, that is extremely fitting. So Christmas, we would leave. It's like, fuck family, we're leaving. We're leaving on Christmas. And my initial plan now is to stay abroad for a month. A month. When we get to Christmas, I will have a way to make money on the go. So money won't be an issue. Then there's the family ties. So we are going to have to figure out how to do that with my son. And then things happened. I had everything planned, you see. 2,091 crowns. Oh my god, I have this itch in my nose. 2,091 crowns per person equals 8,362, which also equals to $1,000.72 or $1,072. That is a very manageable goal in 100 days. Even if I don't have any solid and recurring or stable income right now, that is a very manageable goal, even like just commissions. That amount is no problem. So I had I was manifesting this basically, and then I saw that, okay, 2,589 crowns per night. That is $350 per night in a hotel. So I thought, okay, there's no problem living in a hostel, or maybe you're Greek. Hey, hi, my name is Sepp. I'm from Norway. I have a family. Can we stay with you? You see, there's always a solution, and we're still in the baby phase of this. But then it hit me. Or no, I saw my girlfriend cry. That hit me. She was crying. There is a insane story to this. And I'm debating if I'm going to do that story today or if I'm going to wait until tomorrow. And I'm not sure if I have to do it multi-parts or if I'm going to have to do it in one long video. There is a lot of information and story behind why, or all of this. You will be amazed that I'm not at the end of a rope. Meditation, man. But I found my why. And that is so important to me right now. I found my why am I doing this? What is our destination? And why is that our destination? Am I very crooked? Yes, I am. Why are you... Hi. So, there we go. So, my why is so important. And I know it's the right why because I had this tingle of just... I knew this was it. The thing is, it's fucking expensive. Okay, so my why is... Hello. I wrote the entire thing here about starting to go to Athens, but I just told you I wanted to go to Athens before. Chile is the first destination. Why? Because my girlfriend's family is in Chile. And my girlfriend's mother, my daughter's grandmother, has never seen her granddaughter. Wow, there's a lot of words there. And we have had no money. They have had no money. And right now they're in a period where they have no money for the internet bill, which means that my girlfriend hasn't seen her mother or family on the video conversations they used to have. And that breaks my heart, right? And then the fact that her grandmother is crying basically when she sees her granddaughter and what progress she's made in life, and she's never met her, she's never seen her. That also breaks my heart. Destination Chile. I want to help or heal the family by doing that. And I think it would be good for everyone. It will also prove that this goal, this 100 days, is achievable. Because not only is it longer to travel, it is so much more expensive. Okay, so we were at $1,000 for fur people. Fur people? Oh, fur people. For $1,000 for 4 people, a family, our family, my family. Well, now we're at $4,260, 35,000 crowns. That is 8,670 crowns per person, or $1,000 per. So that escalated quickly. I mean, the ink wasn't even dry until I started writing down next goal. So that is what we're going to figure out now. If we split that up, I'm going to try to take all the money, split it up into smaller portions, figure out a way to earn the money or set aside the money for that pot while still managing the other things. And right now there's bills all over the wall. I mean, there's so many backdrafts. Isn't that what you call it when the bill goes beyond the date? So I'm trying to kind of balance all of that with this. Yeah, it's going to be insane. It's going to be interesting. It's going to be very demanding and challenging. Ooh, but it was, holy crap, when we make it, it's going to be awesome. Subscribe to the channel. Do it. Set yourself a goal and just do it. Just take me as an example. Say, Sepp is doing it, Tor is doing it, the Seppola is doing it, 𝐶𝐞 is doing it. So many names. Do it! It will be awesome. It's a fun adventure. You have something to wake up for. I'm serious. I've been up since 4:30, 4:45. Very early. It's not funny. But damn it! It turned off. God damn you. To hell. Oh, seriously, stopping in the middle of conversation? That's rude. But that's 10 minutes. See, when I got something that I'm passionate for, time literally flies. Yes, do it. Subscribe to the channel, because just reasons. Also, you might get a prize if I set that up, a prize, somewhere in the future. Also, the Seppola on Facebook, that has just been totally rebranded. That is repurposefulized. I tried to make a new word, but that did not work as I intended. Repurposed. The Seppola is going to be an inspiring blog. Should I start just to write this down too? I don't know. Maybe. Seriously, guys, I just got invigorated. When you know the reason, oh God. Oh, I'm so sorry. Oh, thank God for editing. I just thought I blew your eardrums out. Holy crap. There's something in here that I'm not fully cooperating with, and I'm not sure what it is. Could it be the cobwebs? The dead animals that is probably in the walls? There are so many options. Yeah, okay, so what? Now what, huh? Well, the next step now is to chop up that huge amount of money into smaller amounts of money. Find a way to manage that, and also find a way to make money online while traveling. That is something that I haven't personally tried. I have tried all the other things, be that drop shipping or, you know, the laptop lifestyle. You can do that while traveling too, but that wouldn't be fulfilling to me. And I want something that actually feels fulfilling. That is important. Like, I'm going to find my goal, my dream, my path, my... Well, you're literally watching me reshape my life. From, like, I'm still baffled by the fact that I'm having this water bottle. It's vodka. All over the place. Like, it used to be Burn or like energy drinks and Coke and Coca-Cola. I'm just kidding. Picture this. Not sitting in this shitty, smelly, it smells too. I should have had that fifth dimension thing. It smells bad. Couch. But actually sitting in a cafe or something in Amsterdam with the river behind me, doing this back and forth thing. Holy moly. That would be awesome. Or have the fucking pyramids behind me. But yeah. Holy crap, guys. Seriously. I just edited away the fact that I threw this on a wall and I almost killed myself. But now we have something to work for. We have something to work towards and to feel purposeful about. That is great. Flippin' great. I'm going to talk to you tomorrow. And tomorrow I'm going to have more stuff. Thank you for watching. And return tomorrow for the next step in the plan that I'm still thinking about. Also, subscribe. Go on to Facebook with the Seppola page and like that if you want to support. That's it. That is it. I will think hard and long about this. Thank you for following. Thank you for sticking in there. Thank you for watching these videos. And I truly hope that I'm sparking a little ember inside of you, that you will try to do something similar. Change your life. Get out of this situation if you don't like it, and just do something else. And just invest everything you got into it. It's worth it. There was a big ass bird out there. All right, guys. Thank you for listening to my ramblings, and goodbye for tomorrow.
So yeah, I went down memory lane when I was seeing that, because as I was talking about this, I did not know that I was going to lose my family at deportation. I was talking about the why. I had a pretty good idea, and I did not really talk about why the why is so important, but I think I've mentioned this on the channel before. If you're doing anything, if you're quitting smoking, if you're working out, if you're trying to build a habit of eating healthier, whatever it is, then you need a why that is going to take you through that. Because any change in our life, any change, if that is for the positive, is uncomfortable. Sometimes it's even horrendously painful, which means that you need a why that is going to take you through that pain. You need something that is so worth fighting for, that is going to take you through whatever pain comes in your way. And for me, right then and there, it was not seeing my girlfriend cry. It was seeing my girlfriend happy. It was seeing people around me being fulfilled and having something, right? So it was for family. Family for life, y'all represent. All that stuff. That's so old. I'm old. So the family has always been the why. And when you're fighting for a why instead of a what, it changes everything. Because I could have been working for a vacation or a computer or a car or 10,000 millions or whatever it is. If I was working for the what, I would have been so freaking disappointed when I got to my what and I saw that, now what, right? If I have a why, then I will always have something to work for. And everything that comes along that path will just be a consequence of that why. which means that if I'm working to become happy, if I'm working to help other people, if I'm working towards my family's safety, if I'm working towards my children's future, if I'm working towards mental stability, whatever it is, then I will always have something that is going to continue to give and give and give and give and give. They will never stop, which means that everything that I implement on that route, because this is where the point comes in from how to completely change your life. When you have something that is worth fighting for and you go onto that path, you can't quit, because the why will keep you going even when you don't want to go. And when you continue to go, you're going to learn some shit. You're going to learn that you need to do certain things. Like you need to be organized for certain events. You need to be doing this sort of thing in this situation. You need to implement habits. I needed to get up earlier. I needed to get into meditation more. I needed to get into my brain development, all that stuff. I needed that to get to my why, to get further along towards my why, to just keep on fighting. And as that happened, I completely changed my life. Today, I can explain the scientific processes behind how a thought starts in the metaphysical realm of intangible quantum electromagnetic fluctuations in a vacuum, right? I can explain that process from nothing all the way to how it impacts your emotions, your thoughts, your tangible hormones and things in your body and your hypothalamus and all that stuff, all the way into how it affects other people and how that energy is actually affecting other people. How if you're watching me right now, if I was sitting like this, today is number 5 out of 100. Like 500 people would have just clicked off if I had that many people watching at one time, right? But if I had the energy and the drive to carry on, like today, I wanted to quit. My thumb was killing me. But my why, my accountability, my wanting to really prove to myself that I can do this, kept me going. And the energy that comes out from that affects other people. They will see me. There will be like today, I have had 2 talks and they have both commented on how I was presenting myself, how my energy was so boosted. And it's because of that. It's because of the thoughts that have gone through the system, that has gone through all that. I can explain everything, but we don't have time. Go to thefmlproject.com/ the how to change your paradigm in 20 minutes, I guess. Everything is there. You can read through the process. Everything has changed. You see, I was also talking about going into fulfillment. I wanted something that will fulfill me. I created a company called the FML Project. Yes, it was fuck my life. It still is fuck my life. But it's also the 3 levels of fuck my life, right? Which the 3rd level is pretty freaking amazing. But it's also fulfillment, motivation, and love. Fulfillment. Motivation to do the things that you love to do. Well, see, that's just one of the variations. So everything changed. I had a seed of an idea back in 2018. I kept on working on that, and now everything has changed. And during that, I've learned so much. If you want to learn how to write a book, write a book. If you want to learn how to create something that you really don't know how to, like creating money when you're out and about, well, then build a plane while flying it. There's no better way to do it. Just get into it and just do it. Sounds so simple, doesn't it? There's a process, but that process is what we're trying to really tell people here. For those people who's searching for something, for those people who's looking for that answer, that is what we want to have here. That is what I want. I don't know why I say we, because right now it's a one-man show, but that's what I want to give you. I want to give every piece of what I used to get to a place where I could honestly say I've never felt better in my life to anyone. Like Wim Hof says, PTSD, depression, anxiety, all of these negative emotions can be conditioned away. They can be changed. They can be fixed because we have learned how to become the people we are today. We are conditioned. We are not just conditioned throughout our lives. We are conditioned throughout the centuries and millennia that came before us because our parents learned from their grandparents, learned from their grandparents, learned from their ancestors, learned from the cavemen. It has been going on forever, and we have been stuck in a rut. We have been stuck in an habitual routine. And now it's time to just take that power back, because we have that power and it's all up to you to use that power. You have a brain. You have a brain that is actually subjected to neurogenesis and neuroplasticity, which means that you can change. You can change everything that you want if you want it enough. If your why is there. If your why is hard enough. Hard enough? Sorry, pain delirium. I think I'm just gonna cut it off there. And I'm gonna really dedicate myself to this thing now, because we're moving into this era, and I can't believe that we're here. I cannot believe it. Seriously. It's happening. In 5 years, I'm gonna do a review of this. Me doing a review. It's gonna be amazing. I hope you're having a fantastic freaking day. And I hope that you take care of your family, because I learned something. It doesn't matter. You just love them and be with them. Like, it's so cliche. But I noticed just being there, being present, being available changes everything for the kids. It's amazing. Have a fantastic day. Take care of your freaking family. See you in the next one on Tuesday, bros. And also remember, this show goes on 2 times a week, every week. 2 p.m. EDT, 8 p.m. UTC +2. God, I hate time zones sometimes, but that's how it is. See you in the next one.